Did you know that in the last 15 years, many famous people have left our world? Do you know that some of them passed away due to car accidents? Watch the video until the end, and you'll find out which celebrities faced such a tragic fate and who didn't live to see their 50th birthday. Are you ready? Then let's go! Paul Walker. Once, Paul Walker left a mysterious message on his Twitter: "If speed ever causes my death, don't be sad, for in that moment I will be happy." These words took on special significance after his sudden passing. The actor, who loved cars and racing, died in a car accident when his friend lost control at high speed. This happened on November 30th, 2013, when Paul Walker, who loved cars, was only 40 years old. Fans refused to believe what had happened for a long time, suggesting theories that his death might have been staged. But harsh reality shattered those hopes. The movie Fast and Furious became something special for everyone, as viewers got the chance to enjoy their favorite actor's performance one last time. By the time of the tragedy, he had completed 60% of his scenes. For the project team, the loss of their colleague was a heavy blow. Vin Diesel, a close friend and Paul's co-star, shared his feelings in a letter posted on Instagram, which is banned in Russia as an extremist organization, on the actor's birthday, noting that he continues to remember and love him. Yegor Klinaev. Yegor Klinaev began his journey to fame thanks to his role in the series Street, where his talent caught the attention of viewers and critics. It seemed that a bright future lay ahead for the young actor, but fate had other plans. On September 27, 2018, 18-year-old Yegor found himself at the center of a tragic event. While driving through Moscow, he witnessed an accident on the MKAD. Not remaining indifferent, the young man stopped his car and headed to the scene of the incident to help the victims. However, at that moment, a horrifying accident occurred. A passing car at high speed struck Yegor. This accident cut short the life of the promising actor. At the time of his death, about half of the new season of the series had been filmed. The writers decided to make changes to the plot to reflect what had happened. Yegor's character, Lisha, was also removed from the story, making it so that he dies in the car accident. This step allowed them to pay tribute to the young talent and emphasize the importance of his contribution to the series. Marina Golub. Marina Golub was one of the brightest actresses in Soviet and Russian cinema, winning the love of millions of viewers with her smile and sparkling talent. Her life journey ended unexpectedly and tragically on October 9, 2012, when she was only 54 years old. Returning home after a performance in a taxi, she was involved in an accident. The taxi driver was speeding, and another car crashed into theirs. The star of films like Mama Dorogeya, Kuka, Taxi for an Angel, and many others died at the scene of the accident. The perpetrator of this tragedy was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison. However, no punishment could bring back the bright star of the screen or ease the grief of her many fans and loved ones. The loss of Marina Golub was an irreplaceable loss for domestic cinema and culture as a whole. Yuri Stepanov was an outstanding contemporary actor of theater and film, whose career included over 50 roles in various projects. Among his most notable works are the films Wild Field and The First After God. On March 3, 2010, the actor was returning home after a theater performance when he was involved in a serious car accident near his home. A Mazda crashed into his car at full speed. Yuri Stepanov died at the scene, not waiting for medical assistance. He was only 42 years old. The accident left a deep mark in the hearts of his family and fans. Yuri had 2 children, and his wife, Marina Sorokina, was expecting their 3rd child at the time. Shortly after the tragedy, a boy was born and named Yuri in honor of his late father. Anton Yelchin. Anton Yelchin, born in St. Petersburg to a family of professional figure skaters, became a well-known American actor, despite his Russian roots. Later, he moved to Los Angeles, where he starred in a number of popular films, including Terminator, Let the Savior Come, Star Trek, and many others. His life was tragically cut short on June 19, 2016, when Anton was only 27 years old. The actor's body was found near his home. The investigation revealed that Yelchin had exited his vehicle, leaving the engine running and the transmission in park. However, the automatic transmission system unexpectedly disengaged, and the car began to move. Anton's body was found pinned between the car's bumper and a brick column. The car that Yelchin was driving had previously been recalled by the manufacturer due to defects found in the transmission system. Federal regulators warned that this issue could mislead drivers and lead to unintended vehicle movement. Unfortunately, this malfunction resulted in tragedy. Sergei Puskapalus. Sergei Vytautovich Puskapalus, a distinguished artist of Russia, was not just a bright figure on stage and screen, but also a person whose life was cut short too soon. On September 20th, 2022, a tragedy occurred at the 201st kilometer of the M8 highway in the Rostov district of the Yaroslavl region. The Ford Transit van, in which Puskapalus was traveling with another passenger, crossed into oncoming traffic and collided with the truck. Both passengers in the van died at the scene. Sergei Puskapalus was appointed the artistic director of the Yaroslavl Drama Theater named after Fyodor Volkov shortly before the tragedy. The actor had years of a successful career behind him, with numerous roles in theater and film, and recognition from audiences and colleagues. He was only 56 years old. The civil memorial service took place on September 22nd, in the main auditorium of the theater. The funeral took place the next day, September 23rd, in the city of Zeleznovodsk in the Stavropol Krai. The actor was buried in a closed coffin. Ryan Dunn. Ryan Dunn, an American actor known for his roles in projects like Jackass, Apartment Crashers, and Hail to the King, tragically died on June 20th, 2011, at the age of 34. His Porsche car crashed at high speed into a wooded area, hit a tree, and caught fire. The car was completely burned before medical services arrived. Dunn's identity was established only through his tattoos, as the fire destroyed almost all traces. His friend also died with him. Subsequently, the investigation revealed that the actor's blood alcohol levels significantly exceeded the legal limits. This tragedy was a huge blow to Ryan Dunn's fans and friends, highlighting the dangers of driving under the influence of alcohol. Randy Savage. Randy Macho Savage is undoubtedly among the most famous and successful wrestlers in history. He is recognized as one of the greatest fighters of all time, having won 29 championship titles during his career. However, aside from his successes in the ring, Savage was a true showbiz master, appearing in films and turning every match into a real spectacle. His flashy costumes, raspy voice, and signature move, the jumping elbow drop from the top rope, became legendary. On May 20th, 2011, Randy Savage passed away from a heart attack while driving his Jeep Wrangler in Florida. At the moment of the attack, he lost control and crashed into a tree. He was 58 years old. Mitch Lucker, November 5th, 2012. The vocalist of the American death metal band Suicide Silence, 28-year-old Mitch Lucker, died in a car accident. The musician was riding his Harley-Davidson motorcycle when he lost control of the vehicle and crashed into a pole. He then collided with a pickup truck. With severe injuries, Lucker was taken to the hospital. After the tragedy, Mitch left behind a wife and a 5-year-old daughter. His death was a huge blow to fans and band members, as well as to the entire metal scene. Marina Poplovskaya. On October 20th, 2018, Ukrainian media spread the tragic news of the death of the famous Ukrainian actress, comedian, and TV host Marina Poplavskaya. The artist was on a bus with other members of the creative team Diesel Show when a serious accident occurred. The bus collided with a truck, and the main impact hit the front right side of the vehicle, where Marina was located. The actress died at the scene from her injuries. She was only 48 years old. This tragedy was a huge blow to her fans and colleagues. Marina Poplavskaya is remembered by viewers as a vibrant personality, with a unique sense of humor and a talent for transformation. Her work left a bright mark on Ukrainian art, and she is still remembered and loved by thousands of people. Stay tuned, and you'll find out which other celebrities tragically passed away after 2009. Shannon Doherty, July 14, 2024, became a day of deep mourning for all fans of the shows Beverly Hills 90210 and Charmed. On this day, the world lost one of the symbols of screen success. Actress Shannon Doherty was only 53 years old when she succumbed to a serious illness. The cause of the star's death was cancer, with which she fought an unequal battle for several years. https Enchan, Edina, Sainiri, Adish Media Tokru, Dedina Bashishkan Simsi, Diden Bash Ted Simfai Tai Straitsain, Pet Pat Dashash Studies. Despite periods of improvement and numerous treatment courses, ultimately the illness prevailed. Shannon passed away in the hospital, surrounded by the love and support of her loved ones. Despite the heaviness of the fight, Doherty remained a symbol of resilience and strength for many people. Her battle with the illness inspired many, reminding them of the value of each day lived. Yuri Shachinov. On June 23, 2022, the world lost one of the most beloved musicians of several generations, Yuri Shachinov. The artist, a former member of the group Laskavi May, passed away at the age of 48. The cause of death was a massive heart attack. On the evening of June 22nd, Yuri was spending time with friends, discussing plans for morning fishing. However, while resting, he felt unwell and complained of chest pains. His friends immediately took him to the nearest clinic, where the doctors called for an ambulance. It was necessary to urgently hospitalize the artist in the intensive care unit. Unfortunately, in the ambulance, Shachinov's heart stopped. Although the medical team managed to revive him, the musician's condition rapidly deteriorated in the hospital and he passed away. The farewell ceremony for Yuri Shachinov took place on June 26 at the Ritual Hall of Trokharovsky Cemetery. Thousands of fans attended the event to express their respect and gratitude for his work. For the family and close friends, the farewell took place the next day in a more intimate setting. After that, the artist's body was cremated. Part of the ashes was buried at Trokharovsky Cemetery. The other part was taken to Germany, where Yuri's wife scattered the ashes over the musician's favorite lake in Bavaria. This was done according to the artist's own wishes. Friends, take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Despite the tragic nature of today's topic, I have an interesting proposal for you. You have a unique opportunity to become part of our team. If you have video editing skills, you can voice videos in Russian, English, and other languages. Or you can write interesting scripts. We would be happy to work with you. Message our Telegram bot. The link is in the description. That's all for today. Bye everyone.